attribute point. So I only have even number attributes, and one won't really help me.
Okay, and what does the lucky feat do?
Well, you get 2 attributes when you level up. It's not you get +2.
The only thing that would really help me would be, I'm pretty much where I need to be on most of it, so I'm gonna take that. It's basically you get 3 roll a d20 and take whichever one you want actions. So it's like after the roll, but before the outcome, I can roll a dice and use either dice by my choosing for the outcome instead of what was rolled or wasn't rolled.
Ah, gotcha.
So your attacks, my defense, my skill checks, basically anything that's rolled that I'm involved in, I can expend one of these points and roll a second dice.
Well, it's only when you make an attack, ability, or saving throw. I just posted it in the... Oh, hold on. It's I forgot to tap second sentence, which says what Ash says. So you use it against attacks on him.
That's pretty cool.
It's really cool when you combine it with disadvantage, because it turns it into super advantage.
All right.
So you roll 2d20s, pick the highest one, or pick the lowest one, or whatever you want, and re-roll. And then pick what you want to use. So you've rolled 3 times with disadvantage.
All right. Hey, that'll work. That should make Thongrim really fun to deal with.
I only get 3, and it does refresh on a long rest, but I don't know. At least give me a protection against critical failures.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see here. So you've all seen the email. You guys at the end of the last session, you ended up going back to the Squirrel's Nest to regroup after the long day in Mulmaster. You guys raided Raspar's back office and found a multitude of things. That's what y'all have been debating about here recently, and have also raised up to level 8. It's been a long time coming, but there you go. So at the end of the evening, as you were finding your way back through the party at the Saj Estate, you had overheard the priests, you had overheard Gildel and the church raising and calling the temple into existence and over the Mall of the Damned, which was just outside the Saj Estate in the western portion of the city. And as this golden temple raised, you did hear, that on this day that this is the day that Bane will return, and this is leading into the 10th day of the party. So this was, leading into it. That was the I'm not going to call it the coup de grace, but the piece de résistance of the event was the calling in of this temple, which raised the there was lots of cheering, lots of yelling and music and I guess praise. It was kind of a festival atmosphere, and it just came, it rose to that level. So with that, you guys made your way back through the crowds, back to the Squirrel's Nest to kind of figure out what's happening here. So with that said, I know that Thongrim took the lucky feat. Any other character attributes I should be aware of?
Went stats this time.
Yeah, Eldon went with stats, and switched away from the Staff of the Adder to a dagger, since now he has Divine Strike, and a dagger gets him a better chance to hit. So. So did we decide you're going to take the
wand?
The wand.
Right, so I no longer have my charm batoon, so y'all feel free to fight over them.
Okay.
I guess Thongrim would win in a fight.
Yeah, he can have the Barbarian Crest and the what is that one? Bloodseeker's Talisman looks good for him. Because you don't have a reach weapon, do you? Can you hear me?
Me? I've got a pole arm.
Or you have a pole arm?
Or a javelin, one of them.
You've been using a javelin and battle axe.
Actually, he hasn't been using many implements. He just grabs everybody.
Hey, there's something to be said about that.
So, because the other one is Mark of the Pride, which basically says if you're making an attack with a reach weapon, you can ignore half cover, but that condition doesn't always. That's kind of a very specific condition. So
that'd be good if you had someone in front of you, your ally shielding you. You get to reach over them.
Yeah.
Okay. So, are y'all ready? Are you any questions? Are we ready to starting? Getting?
I guess last thing is does anyone else want that Cloak of Elvenkind?
Oh yeah, shoot. That's definitely something I thought you would do better with than.
Well, it's torn between it'll make me super stealthy or it'll counteract some of your guys less stealthy.
Well, I have a cloak already, so it's.
That's right.
I'm using a cloak of protection, so I don't see that would help better in a better way. If I didn't already have the cloak, maybe, but no, I think I'm good. And Thongrim,
I'm already super sneaky.
All right, well, I'll take that.
You'll have to remind me of that when it comes into play, by the way.
Oh, I won't let you forget.
I didn't think so. All right, so you guys have spent the evening in the squirrel's nest. What did y'all want to do?
I think we should decide what our next course of action is, right?
About what time is it?
I would say it's mid-morning, depending on how long y'all been sitting there going through stuff. It was late in the evening by the time y'all made your way back across town. So after a long rest, I'd say I'd put you at about mid-morning, or really at whatever point in the day you want it to be.
And do we know about what time this party is supposed to start for its last day?
Based on all the other days, it starts towards dusk and moves into the evening, so no reason to suspect it will be otherwise. You would have noticed if at any point you had gone out and scouted that there is quite a flurry of activity around the newly instantiated temple.
All right, guys, what do we want to do? Try and find our friends, or try and find other things? Get the hell out of Dodge.
Well, the question becomes, what do we expect we're going to be facing later? Is it going to be are we going to be outnumbered? Are we going to be at risk? And is there some, yes, we definitely have our friends that we care to possibly find.
I mean, look what they sent against us at the forge.
Right. We're gonna we've lost all the keys, so we can assume they have the keys. We've lost most of our
everything we weren't carrying.
Yeah, we lost everything we weren't carrying that had any value.
Speaking of that, do you have a locate object prepared where you can find that?
Oh, that's a good point. Since it's morning, I can definitely. Which level is that?
What are we looking for?
Oh, no, just what spells to have prepared. I don't need hold person, do I? No, I don't need that. So yeah, I have locate object if we need it.
And we could try and find our bag of stuff that maybe would give us a key back. At least give us our stuff back. Or we could try to locate anything that Siona or Raz had on them.
What's the distance on locate object?
1,000 feet.
South and 1,000 feet is a fifth of a mile.
Yeah, a little less than a fifth of a mile.
And we've been going Maulmasters about a mile and a half in diameter.
We can probably be sure it's going to be somewhere important, which rules out half the city. If it's even in the city. Is that going to be Blades, or is that going to be... looking through this list of...
So if that's a mile, that's a half mile, quarter. So that puts us around there. That's about 20%. So if you guys are here...
So you'll say anything that says 20 feet?
Yeah, say 20 feet away from that.
It's up for 10 minutes and we can walk around a little bit.
Is that how long? Let's see.
I'm thinking if it's around, it's probably going to be in like 1 or 2, maybe 7, which is all kind of clustered together. It could be in 10. Well, we could probably get between 1 and 2 and 10, close enough to be in range in 10 minutes.
Gotcha. We can walk. Well, I mean, even a casual walk is what, 3 miles an hour. So.
Okay, so let me just point out again, just in case. So we got the Sage estate that's we marked here. Let me draw out where I believe the Mall of the Damned would have been. Which I would say it's in this area here. So that is where this golden temple would have been erected, or no, I'm just going to use instantiated.
Am I missing where you drew?
Apparently, yes. Let me try it again. Oh, I was drawing on the GM overlay. Whoops. Hang on. Roll 20 strikes again. All right, so yeah, the Mall of the Damned would be over here. Thongrim, what are you thinking?
I think whether it's on this newfangled temple or the state, everything we've got to do is probably in that area, so we're best to head that way.
In the temple area?
Or find our stuff. I mean, everything's going to be that way, right? So either our stuff or our friends or the end or whatever we're trying to do, unless we're just going to wash our hands of the whole thing, is probably right there.
We could go back to plan B and burn the city down as we leave.
Well, part of it, yeah, that's my take is that we're in a quite possibly in a live to fight another day kind of a choice here, that we need to determine if we can find Siona, Raz, and we didn't get to know Quinn that well, but maybe he's around still. To see if we can rescue and retreat, kind of a thing. I think that's our best action at the moment.
But we're definitely not going to win a stand-up fight.
Not without some major intervention, and so far we haven't found that there's enough sympathizers in the city or anything like that, or we haven't found sympathizers in the city that would want to help a revolt against what's going on. Right?
I think if I've got a vote, it's head to the temple. We can at least scout it out, see what does. We didn't stick around much last night, and if that's the culmination of this whole thing, then everything we've done seems to be leading that way. Even if we hadn't been raided and our friends taken, we'd probably be heading that way to figure out what's going on anyway.
I'm just trying to, if we do find our friends or our stuff or a key and we have to get the hell out of Dodge, there's not a lot of ways out of this place.
Sound like problems for future us.
I don't want it to be a problem. I want to have a plan. What do we do if once we decide to exfiltrate? Do we make a break for the southern gate? Do we try and scale a wall?
Those are certainly options. I mean, it's what is. I guess you're trying to determine what is your end game. Are you actively trying to prevent Bane from coming back? Or are you looking out for your own self-preservation? Or what?
I believe we're looking at a rescue and retreat. Live to fight another day. I don't know that a futile death is worth this. I mean, but we do have our friends here who have fought loyally beside us that we need to think about before we take off. That's my vote.
Okay.
I'm reading this map right. This place is like almost in a little bit of a valley. Like there's hills around it?
I believe so. I mean, if I the way we've described it in the past, I mean, it's kind of mountainous this way and this way. This road
looks like there's just 4 hills in every corner.
Yeah, but the way I read it, at least originally, was this road into the southern gate was kind of in a valley.
Makes sense, because I doubt the waterway up here would be on top of a hill.
No, well, this is Faerun, so who knows?
Gravity and all.
Still doesn't necessarily hold true for around here. I mean, stranger things can happen.
So, like I said, our 3 plans: try and steal a boat, try and scale a wall, try and flee south. So even if we do everything we set out to do, there's too many of them. We're not going to be able to fight them all off. Even if we stop this whole ceremony, there's still a ton of them around.
Agreed.
So, how high were the walls? Like 40 feet, 60 feet?
I don't think they were that tall. I wanted to say they were.
Feet?
I think they were 20 to 30 feet.
We did push some people off the walls, and they survived the fall pretty well. So.
Yeah, I mean, I want to say that because you guys were fighting over in this area. I want to say it was right about there, and it was 30 feet. I mean, it was enough where, I mean, you could scale the walls, but it took a little bit of time to do that.
Yeah, 1 or 2 of them scaled the wall back up to come re-engage, right?
Yes, and I think one of y'all did too.
All right, well, let's go do some scouting. Let's also go scout the wall, like right there, and see if we can find a good place to leave if that's the way we choose to leave.
Okay. So, y'all are starting. The squirrel's nest is right about there. You have a good glimpse of the harbor area. You do see boats coming to and from. I mean, it is known as a hub of commerce and trade. So there are plenty of things around.
All right, well, let's, gather what little we have left and I want to kind of head this way.
What time of day are we saying this is now?
I would say mid-morning.
Like 10-ish?
10-ish, yeah.
I want to head this way and then come down that way.
Well, let's prepare for trouble since we're known and probably going to be attacked on sight in some cases, so let me double check this before it.
Okay, so you're going to kind of do
just a roundabout way to come at it from the west, so we can look at the wall first.
Kind of like that, something like that.
A little bit. Stay on this, maybe on this main road right here. But yeah, that's okay. The gist of it.
All right. No, that's fine. So let's. Are y'all going to do this stealthily, or are y'all going to kind of? How are y'all going to do this?
Before we leave, sorry, I was trying to figure out what the best thing, but I think I'll do it like this. So, does it say where?
So 5 hit points.
I actually was going to upcast that at 3rd level, so 10 hit points to all 3 of us for the next 8 hours. hoping that will
Okay, so
not bite me back later in terms of spell management. But
all right, so everybody's got 5 temp hit points.
10 real hit points.
10
real.
10 real hit points. Got it.
So they can be recovered at any time. So for the next 8 hours.
Gotcha.
And I guess I'll just go ahead and burn my. Oh no, I'm not. I'm not gonna do that. I'll just go normal. Oh, we divvying up these healing potions for anything else?
I think I still have 1. So you.
I got nothing, and there was what 3 in the thing.
There should have been 4.
4 superior. How good is I can't remember how good is the superior. Is that the 4d4?
I think so.
So I have a regular, which is 2d4 plus 6. Wait, 2d4 plus.
Well, no, that's the 8d4 plus 8. Well, those are the big boys.
Oh, so that plus 6 is real. I was like, oh, okay. I didn't accidentally put that.
Yeah, superior 8d4 plus 8.
And there are 3 of them or 4 of them?
There are 4 of them.
Why don't you take 2 each?
Okay.
I have 1, but I have that charm now, and I have every time I heal you guys, I heal myself. So, and I've got the protection from death, so I can stay up. So there's a few things I've got going for me right now. Because it's an action to drink a potion, right?
Right.
Yes.
So that's like emergency. And that emergency would be, I'm down. Right?
All right, good.
So
that was a crappy potion. I was just testing that. So yeah.
Alrighty. So Thongrim has 2 potions, Corin has 2, and there we go.
Oh, that's missing my plus 8 on it.
Alright, so anything else?
I don't think so, man. I'm a little nervous, but let's go ahead and start that. That was a good one.
Alright, so let's go ahead.
We're just as we move around, we're being as inconspicuous as possible, right? We're just
right.
So I want the group, everybody roll me a stealth check. Okay. Alrighty. So, you guys are making your way from the port area, from the docks, and you do, you're getting closer to the Asajj estate. You do see, as being somewhat inconspicuous, you do notice, the crowds are still there, a little bit larger than in other days. It appears that maybe the party didn't really die down as much from the previous evening as that you may have hoped. This temple has really, kind of gotten the public I'm going to say up in arms, but not like, yeah, I'm going to kill everybody. But there's revelry, there's excitement. The crowds have thinned out because some people, have passed out. Some people have gone to bed and are, coming back. You do see, and are able to evade a good many of the city guard that you see keeping watch. I mean, there are a ton of people there, so amidst the chaos, you guys are able to kind of blend in as you go on. So when you go ahead. I don't know if I'm hearing myself feedback from somebody else's speaker or somebody's trying to talk.
I think it's feedback.
Okay. Okay, so as you get there, you do see the merchants and you do see the blades. There are various members of the blades still making themselves publicly known, but that should be expected through this. As you get to down this area between the western wall and this main thoroughfare up this way, you catch a good glimpse of the of the temple. You've heard and you've overheard some chatter as you're going through, talking about the Golden Temple. And now that you get to see it in full daylight, it is a sight to behold. It is 120 feet. They are 120 feet wide by 120 feet. From what you can tell, it appears to be about 35 feet tall. At the tallest point there, it kind of has a large rectangular feel to it. There's up the main stairs, which are facing the western wall. It's kind of got that large library type feel to it. The steps, these monolithic staircases leading up to the main door. You do see, some guards at the front door, but it seems a little sparser than you would think, than you would expect with everything going on here. There's townsfolk are milling around, but not many of them appear to be going up to the door front. Along the sides of it, there are some taller buildings around the alleyway that kind of I'm not going to say, well, yeah, they might actually look over parts of the temple from this way and from this way over here. And that's probably a little too far. It's hard to tell how far 120 feet is. So definitely this building. But you get an idea of where this is. You still see the burnt remains and the charred landscape where the party members last night were just cleansing the area with fire. And there is, again, you do see members of the city guard there.
Okay, what about the wall? Is it guarded? People patrolling it?
There are people patrolling it, yes. As you walked by, you would notice, probably 4 knights, wandering, patrolling the walls there.
And 20 or so feet high?
About, I want to say it was like 25, maybe. It's 25 or 30. It's a little taller than 20, if I recall correctly.
Okay, that's still not super tall, though.
No, it's not super tall, but it's enough to hurt if you fall.
Yeah. All right, guys. Do we want to scry round, or we want to just do something else?
Do you think we could get in the temple without being noticed? I mean, there are enough people we could blend.
Are you asking, or?
Yeah.
I mean, you could probably get close. Yeah, I mean, looking at everything, you think you could get close to it from this vantage point? Looking this way towards it, It seems like the front doors are pretty much wide open. I mean, they're out in the open, not wide open. You do see people carrying things in. You haven't necessarily seen any other entryways into the temple outside of this main one, because if you thinking back to the previous evening when you were looking at it from the northeastern perspective, you don't recall seeing any doorway on that side. So there's potential, and again, you see the building to the northwest here. If let me zoom in a little bit. If we're looking there, you feel like that building may give you a better idea of what's going on. It'll give you a better vantage point.
You guys want me to go take a look?
Is there anybody around, like that has a cloak, or, somebody working or something that might have left something around that we could pick up and use or do we have just a cloak we could have bought on the way over, so we're not just standing out looking like us?
Well, there is the
Two of us are wearing cloaks.
Yes, two of you are wearing cloaks right now.
So was there a mundane cloak there that in the squirrel's nest that Thongrum could be wearing?
Not necessarily one that would have fit him. If you recall, Raspar was gnomish.
I'll just try to look inconspicuous then. That's fine. Let's how about we head in, look around.
I'm really hoping you left your Minotaur head in the bag of holding.
It would have been in
In the shop.
The shop, but I don't think I would have been wearing it while I was working. And
just think it's a little conspicuous having that strapped to your back or somewhere wearing it, but something for fun. All right, so we going in? Is that what we're doing?
Sure. Onwards and upwards. I guess a performance roll or something just to look inconspicuous.
Yeah, give us a performance check there, Thongrum. All right, that actually went a lot better than I thought it was going to be. So, okay, so you start acting as nonchalant as you can. They're doing a fairly good job of it. I mean, as revelers are going around, you know, people are, have some cups of mead and ale, and you just kind of take one as somebody's passing, just kind of throw it down and cheerfully, thank you. And they cheer back, not cheer, but they kind of look at you quizzically, but, kind of give you a fist raise and huzzah, "Hail Bane," as they walk off. And, you're playing the part pretty well, I would say.
So, what do we see inside?
Where are you going? Exactly. I missed that part. I just heard go.
Right through the main doors.
Oh. Oh, I gotcha. All right, so you get up to the main door, and everybody's, there are guards sitting there, and they're looking at the three of you, the two cloaked ones, and Thongrim with his, revelry facade on, and they look at you and they go, "Well, state your business."
It's the final day of the ceremony. We've come to see the great temple. Like all good citizens of Bane, we wouldn't miss it. Oh.
You Santa Claus now?
That's my disguise voice.
Ho, ho, ho.
Well,
Yeah, between Santa Claus and Bane himself.
So he's more like the Santa Claus from Futurama.
Damn it, where did my stuff go? I've got like 6 books open here, and this is one thing I did not anticipate. Well,
I'll be with you.
I applaud you, but the mistress Gildal herself has told us not to let anybody through these doors just quite yet. The spectacle is set to be later in the day. Unless you are here on official business or have some form of delivery, I'm afraid I can't let you through these doors.
Fair enough.
But if you come back in, the mid-afternoon, the church has promised it's going to have a big deal. The doors should be wide open then.
But how are they going to perform the sacrifice without the sacrificial axe? I was told to bring it here.
They look at each other quizzically. Give me a deception roll.
Hold on. I'm going to try that again.
That was an option.
Well, I have a lucky roll.
Oh, you're lucky.
Yeah, I haven't told him anything either.
I forgot he had lucky. I was just like, wow, once we could just no.
Isn't that the just add one? Oh no, the speed. Sorry, never mind.
Yeah, I just rolled again. I'm just gonna roll again. But I guess I have to just roll 1d20.
Just roll and take the first number.
I'll take the 14.
Do you get to do that all the time, or is there a limit?
Three times a rest
for a rest?
Oh.
And while I'm attempting to deceive them, I will, unsheath my axe in a very unthreatening manner and kind of hold it palms up, to show them that I've brought it, not grabbing it in any way that could be inferred as hostile.
Okay. The two guards look at each other. Nobody mentioned. Did somebody mention an axe to you? That doesn't. Why would they? They are
Look,
quite.
Gentlemen, I see you're busy, and I don't want to put you out. I'll take the axe back to where I came, and if it becomes an issue, I'm sure they'll let you know, or, while you're in the gulag, you can think about next time we should handle this. And then I'm just going to kind of turn and leave.
You know what? Maybe on the offside chance, you hear them. They're kind of huddled together and waving some of the other ones over. Hold up, sir. It's this is kind of this is unusual. But seeing as that you are with the cloaks here, would you be able to? I mean, we're just trying to do what we're told, and we don't want to mess anything up. But do you have anything official that you could tell us or show us that for further proof? I mean, we need to be better safe than sorry.
I mean, is this not the acts of the traitorous individuals whose shop we recently burned to the ground? I was told that, a sacrifice must be of an enemy's weapon. This is the Church of Bane, right? We do sacrifice and ordain our temples.
That does sound right. Okay. But please don't dally. Just get in and leave it. Leave it with who I'm assuming. You know what? Come to think of it, I'm not really sure who's in there. I haven't seen anybody come through these doors.
If there's no one to turn it, I will simply place it by the altar or wait until someone arrives to take it from me. I'd hate for it to get misplaced. Hail Bane.
Very well. Hail Bane. And they part and kind of point you to the door there. So what do you do?
I'm just going to kind of, hold the axe in a very non-weapony way and kind of whistle my way in, happily like I'm doing my job. Going to help the Lord Bane, heading on in.
Okay. When you get up there and you take a hold of the door, I need you to roll me a Constitution saving throw.
I'm good at these.
Indeed you are. So, you manage to open the door quite successfully, mind you, and you peer inside, and you immediately get the feeling that you are too late.
Oh, Winona Ryder's already married Beetlejuice.
Upon opening the door, you glimpse a large not empty, but a large open air temple with a skylight broken into the ceiling. Right there, with sunlight pouring into the temple.
And you said where? I didn't see that.
Do you see the? You know what? I could have chosen a better color. Right there. You see that yellow box there?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they just pointed out.
Now that I pointed out, I mean, I just picked the first color and then didn't think about the entire thing. Kind of has that hue to it. Okay. So entering into or looking into the temple, and you see dominating the back portion of it, a gigantic stone statue. It looks as if though there is an acolyte holding a phoenix above their heads, and above that is this large crystal, amber crystal, in the wings that's overlooking, that's overhead of who y'all would remember as Gildle, with her arms over her arms raised. On the four corners of the pedestal, there are four other 15-foot large stone statues, arms to the sky. In front of each one is a person tied up in sacrifice to what appears to be Bane. Behind each statue, it appears to be a priest whispering an incantation. Yes, it most certainly can. Better?
Much better.
Much better, sorry. So, in the center of the die, in the middle of the temple, you see a person standing there, their backs towards you, facing Gildle, kneeling as if in prayer. As you peer in, you see Gildle manipulating what appears to be the scroll case and tossing it to the side as she unravels a thin parchment, and this look in her eyes. Now, granted, you guys are how far away? Good bit away. How far is that?
Where are we?
Y'all would be
I'm assuming all the way down at the bottom.
Yeah, y'all would be coming in through the main door here. So y'all, I don't exactly know where you will be. So you can drag yourselves into the main area there. That main. I can drag you out there, Ash, if you need me to.
I keep trying to, and every time I do, it highlights this thing. Yeah, someone drag me over.
Oh, damn it.
See, it's hard.
Well, now I've put you on the map. Now you're on the token layer.
There we go.
All right. Do you want me, Eldon? You want me to put your spiritual weapon somewhere on the map? Never mind. You got it.
I got it. Yeah, I was on mute. Sorry.
Okay. So you guys are, real quick, roll me stealth checks.
See, super sneaky.
Sneaky.
Consistently the worst roll for no reason at all.
I guess the cloak wouldn't have helped you in this case.
Okay, so you manage to get in with the door behind you. It appears that everybody is so focused on what they are doing that they do not notice you slip into the bottom there. You don't, I mean, you are 100 feet away from her, so I'm not sure how much you would see, but you do get the feeling, that there is a look of delight and ecstatic ecstasy in her eyes as she unfurls this thin paper and starts what's the word, because I can't go to this and I need that foot pedal.
I think that, but then causes other problems when you try and tab windows.
Yeah. All right. So she unfurls the scroll and starts the incantation, and you hear in this high voice, "Vini fructum bane, eget servus tueste, orbis terrarum et hoc faciam tuam. Vene fructum bene, scinditur galem, vasta verita mundi." Interesting. And there's no save on that? No.
Hold on. I'm trying to get access to something.
No, because there's no sound.
It's just no sound. Concentration up to 10 minutes. Okay.
Let's see.
Range 120 feet. Okay.
While he's doing that, I would like to dart, if I can, behind like one of these pillars.
Those are more like braziers.
And down, hide behind,
Okay, so I'm guessing what I just did, it probably initiated a surprise round.
Quite possibly. I'm trying to. I was trying to see if there was any save or anything for that. Okay, so it is concentration up to 10 minutes, 120 feet. Okay, so yeah, I would say that's going to start initiative. I need you to draw the 20-foot sphere.
What do you mean? The one that I just put up there?
Yeah, I don't see one.
I see a weapon, but I don't see a sphere around it.
Oh, I got you. I see what you're doing. Hold on.
I used my spiritual weapon to put a...
I got you.
Do you see... So you see the
I see it, but not everybody else does. I had to change it. Yeah, okay. So the spiritual weapon is... that's going to be the thing. Gotcha. I'm with you.
Throw caution in the wind. I guess we're all...
I mean, technically they don't know we're here yet, so that's good.
Except for the silencing effect. But
Yeah, but I mean, would you immediately think something, people are attacking you in your sanctum?
so there's a person on each corner. There's a person here. Is that a person?
Hang on. I'm not paying attention to you yet.
Oh, okay. That's normal for me.
No,
He's gotta
sorry.
roll all his initiatives.
Yes, I've got to do some things real quick. Hold up.
Oh, okay. I see. No, I can figure it out from with the initiatives. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. So I guess I was in the description. I guess we're at kind of is it well lit in here? I mean, I guess it would be with all these braziers burning in the corners and stuff, right?
No, if you ever see a torch, torches don't light up as much as you think they do.
Well, there's also a gigantic skylight.
So I would guess these are bigger than torches. These braziers here, they're 5 feet. They're almost 5 feet wide. But I mean, would we know if our friends are conscious, the ones we can see?
I'm going to go with no, because it says 0 at 53 hit points.
Oh, yeah, you've got... you can click on them, can't you?
Both of them, actually.
And is that Quinn way back in the corner? Oh, poor guy.
Random archer dude. I thought we can really see that far away.
Would that be Rasbar?
That's not the icon he had last time. It was a druid, not an archer.
Okay.
I'll give you a throwback even further. It's a
Dave
ranger.
Or Tim or...
It's Doug!
Nope, it's not Doug. It's a ranger.
We had a ranger?
We did for like 2 episodes. It was
Oh yeah, like the other Will.
Zartan or
Zatos. Zartan. I like it.
He's still there in the character list.
If you'll roll me a perception check, since we're doing all of this out of turn anyway, might as well. What the hell?
Sure. I'm just wrecking things by acting.
You would notice the person kneeling in the center die is indeed Doug. And Eldon, on the other hand, is going, I don't know who it is. I don't recognize shit.
Yeah, get going there, Gabe. He had his big monologue planned and gonna cast a big spell. You're like, no, screw that. Screw all your prep.
No, not yet. We're all right. So far, we're all right. Okay. So, as in the middle of this, she goes from this large yelling, she's chanting the incantation, and then all of a sudden it goes to this miming, pantomiming kind of, and it goes silent. And it's looking around, starts flailing her arms, and through the legs of the statue, the priests can see what's going on, and all of a sudden...
I don't know that one.
Thank you, Alexa.
You're welcome. And good evening.
I hate it when she says, like, good night or good... Look, shut up.
I hope you had a great afternoon.
Likes you.
Yeah. So the priests, they see that something has gone wrong, and they start looking around. As does the individual on the die. Anyway, so at this point, what's your dex mod? I'm assuming we've got this in the right order. Corn, what's your dex mod?
4.
I'm pretty confident.
So if
It's close.
Are we getting a surprise round, or...
Remember, there are no actual surprise rounds.
Yeah, there's...
You get the surprise effect until their turn.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It kind of works the same way, except it screws over classes like the Assassin, who really suck.
Yeah. So, the person on the die looks up and starts to try to yell that something is wrong, and also recognizes that his voice isn't doing anything, and turns around and he kind of turns around, spins around, and starts pointing towards the back of the door at you guys. And as he turns around and sees who's there, you see this look of just frustration and this pantomime of like, mother, you got... and he starts moving. He takes a few movements, then starts talking, and as he gets to the stairs, you hear...
he wasn't surprised.
He was first on the...
No, but if he's surprised, he doesn't actually get to do anything on his turn.
Oh.
His turn ends, he's not surprised anymore, but he still can't do anything.
Okay.
So he can spin around, but he can't really take any action, right?
I think it's like being stunned. You don't get to do anything.
Oh, okay.
The only reason it exists is because classes like the Assassin have a rule that says if you hit somebody who has the surprise condition, then X happens. So if you roll a shitty initiative, even during a surprised encounter, you suck.
So, okay, so he gets out of surprise. I mean, just for rules' sake, right? He gets out of surprise immediately. He can't do anything.
Okay.
But if we attack him, he doesn't.
He has no downside, but his turn, he can't take an action, he can't move, and he doesn't get a reaction until his next turn.
Oh, okay. That.
All right, but I'm reading something here. It says the GM determines who might be surprised. If neither side tries to be stealthy, they automatically notice each other. Otherwise, the GM compares the dexterity stealth checks of anyone hiding with the passive wisdom perception score of each creature on the opposing side. Any character that doesn't notice a threat is surprised at the start of the encounter.
Right. So that's why I was asking
okay.
who was surprised.
All right, I got you. So, at this point, let me go back. So we have a
stealth checked.
Yeah, we've got a 23, 15, and a 10.
Sneaky.
Sneaky. Against passive perceptions. And a passive is 10 plus dex, right?
It's 10 plus your wisdom.
10 plus wisdom modifier. Okay.
It's weird. There's no range penalty to that.
Yeah, no. Okay, so he would not be surprised by Thongrim. So given
no one's going to be surprised because Thongrim.
I'll tell you that real quick.
Just letting us know their wisdom scores.
Oh yeah, nice. What is this yellow line?
Is it a skylight?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's what's giving us all the light in the room besides the braziers up on.
Yeah. All right, so Corin would have surprised everybody. The priests would have been surprised by... No.
Yeah, I think they detected a threat, so they saw Thongrim, so they're not surprised.
Yeah, they saw Thong. Actually, yeah, everybody would. Yeah, everybody would be.
You can make the case that the people in the back can't see Thongrim.
Yeah, I could argue that they can't see him, but they know that there's a threat. So
And those two wouldn't.
And
Not that,
that's a line of sight. That's a line of sight. Those are definitely lines of sight. How tall is this that he's... And then, but that's not a line of sight there.
no, I mean, but it's 120. So I mean, there may not be, but
not that it matters for two mooks in the back.
yeah. Okay, so yeah, I don't think anybody actually would be surprised.
This is why the assassin sucks.
So now that we've gotten that exercise out, because that always trips us up every time. So yes, he turns around, he starts, he notices, looks right at Thangram, and is able to recognize him, and walks forward. And as he crosses this line towards the stair, and how did you every time? And is again surprised to hear himself speak. I swear, you guys don't know how to quit. We've come from Ecleros. We came to here, and I found myself in this place, and you guys are always here to screw shit up. And he takes his crossbow, his light crossbow, and lines up at Thangram. And apparently does nothing because I'm clicking on it and it is doing nothing. There we go. All right, and so he misses. So Corin, you are up.
How tall are these things?
I'd say 5 feet. I mean, I see them as unlit braziers, large kind of cauldron type things.
Okay, then I will
Eldon, you
run
are on
up
deck.
behind it using my bonus action dash. And I will pull out my short bow. And I guess I'll shoot at Doug, asking, hey, been any giant frogs lately?
That
I'll
is a
assume
hit.
that hits.
Yes.
For 8 damage.
Okay.
And I'll just kind of like crouch down some, so I'm not like poking over top of it.
Okay. Eldon, you are up. Thangram on deck.
Oh, okay. So I've used my action. Is that what we're...
Ah, that was out of combat.
That was out of combat.
Pre-combat? So... Okay, so that's technically the surprise, right? So, okay, gotcha. Shoot, can I have another spiritual weapon?
Yeah.
So 25 feet to there and 25 feet to there. So if I run, I can get to there. If I dash, I can get to there. Is that correct? It looks like.
Yeah, 25.
25 to there and then 25 to there.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I just got to get to the right thing. So I'm going to do that. And get down there. And then I think my range on spiritual weapon. Where are you? is 60 feet. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to... Got it. Switching the pointer is so much fun on me. That's not... Oh, I don't have control over that spiritual weapon.
You should. It should be the same one. Hang on.
Is it on the wrong layer?
Nope.
I still...
No. Try it again. Try again.
Oh, yeah, I see it. The cursor just changed. Okay. That's Doug, huh?
Doug is in the center, yes. Okay, now, spiritual weapon is a concentration check.
No.
That's what it says.
It's a bonus action. It's not.
Okay, am I misreading something? Concentration up to a minute, or is that...
Spiritual weapon.
Looking at Spirit Guardians.
You're looking at Spirit Gardens. This is a second level spell. And it's an evocation. It is not a concentration. It didn't let me... Oh. Weird.
Yeah, you're right. I was looking at something else.
Okay. 18 hit.
Sorry, my book's all shut on me. 18 is a hit.
Oh, that's... They switched it for me. Much better. He takes 7 force damage.
Yep.
You see what they're doing?
Alright, so that should be everything. Thongrim, you are up.
I don't really know who you are. And honestly, I don't really care. Hold on.
Switching cursors.
But you ruined my shop. And for that, you'll have to die.
People have died for lesser things.
Let's see, that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I got one more. Why don't you go ahead and release our friends and make this easy on yourself? I'll just ready an action in case anybody gets close.
Okay. Okay.
I think that was 6.
Yeah, I think you started
I
here.
have no idea why this thing is clicking every time I touch it, but I think it's I don't have a mouse, so.
Are you using a touch screen? You should.
I'm using my trackpad, so it's not much better. Banished to the bedroom.
For shame.
And they'll only be around that laptop. It's embarrassing.
No, they're having, because the kids don't have school tomorrow, so they're having a movie party with all their friends. So the kitchen is off limits. Release our friends, and we could do this the easy way.
You hear laughter. Ha! Nothing about this is easy. So, this priest on the bottom left-hand corner immediately springs up from what he does and conjures forth. He waves his hands in a gesture, and he himself conjures spirit, of which you can't see because I did it somewhere else. Hold on. And with that, he has cast it. And his speed is that. 10, 20. Let's see. He's going to move to there and hide behind that.
Where is the swamp?
I don't see Aura.
Well, I'm not sure you would.
Oh, okay.
It's like a big ball of like magically dancing things that circle around.
Oh, yeah, would he see
Yeah,
that then?
We've
Okay.
ruled it when I've cast it before that people could see that it was
Okay,
there.
well, yeah, if that's the case. All right, so you see surrounding this guy, it seems to be fiendish monsters parading around this guy.
And so Siona's taking damage.
Yes.
Danny, I can't think.
I guess she's dead.
Okay, so yes, she would be taking damage there. We come up to this guy back here. He's in the back left-hand corner. Has kind of misunderstood what's been. He sees he's running forward 5, 10, 15, 20. 25, hops up behind this brazier here, this lit one. Is okay, so line of sight. How does this work? Eldon, Gabe, how have we done guiding bolt? How have we done guiding bolt before?
I just cast it. Let's see. What's the range on that?
120.
Okay. I mean, it's just a simple, it's just like shooting a bow or something, or any ranged weapon. Do you want me to just click mine?
No, I've got it. I just didn't know how we have done it before. It doesn't. It's just a creature of choice within range. It's not. Have you done?
Yeah, it's like shooting a bow. It's like shooting Oh, you have to have line of sight and all that stuff. So,
Okay, that's what I'm. All right, so.
It's
all right,
not
so,
like my flame, which ignores that. As long as I can see them, it can hit them. So.
Right, so line of sight. That's that's what I was getting at.
How tall is that middle platform?
Not very tall. I mean, let's see. How many steps are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'd say 5 feet. I'd say 5 feet.
Okay. So it's entirely possible those guys in the back can't see anybody.
It is entirely.
Well, he's on top of it. He's on top of it.
Yeah. All right. So sorry for all that. He's going to cast Guiding Bolt at Thongrum. And that is 20.
That will hit.
For 13 radiant damage. So, Lord Mistress herself.
He died.
Hang on. Okay, so. God bless. Where's her stuff? She takes off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 behind this pillar towards the top of the pentagram area, the pentagon, and continues. She attempts to cast her incantation again. And starting, I'll assume y'all want to hear what has come up. She casts from the scroll spell and continues this. The Vini fructum bane scinatur calum vasta verita mundi, quid faciam tebia nosta toleretta.
How did she determine to get out of silence?
She just ran. And tried.
For, away, he says.
Yeah, she ran from where she was, and she ran further back and tried again. She did notice that Doug, when he walked through, was able to start speaking when he got to here.
She wouldn't be able to hear any of that.
Well,
it's
that is a good
silent.
point. That is dead silence.
Have no idea where the center point of that circle is. She would have no idea what people are saying outside of it and whether they were able to be inside of it.
Okay.
We've silenced the whole world.
To her. Right.
Because my concentration is up.
Right. So I would still argue that she would run behind that. But I can try something else.
You can always say that she probably is familiar with the spell.
I mean, I would argue that too.
Okay, I just wanted,
No, I mean, it's... Yeah, no. Yeah, the hearing part of it, that you're right, that part I forgot. That would not have necessarily changed my idea of her running backwards.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I was already at range 120 feet, so she may have figured that when I had cast it from here, if she figured out, then she may know. Yeah, but that's okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to go with what I would think would happen. But yeah, the hearing part, you're right. I did not consider that. Okay. 1 second. One more second.
Shame we're not using older versions where you cast silence on people, not on space.
Right.
Yeah, that would have been better.
I could have probably given you a saving throw.
Yeah. Okay, so that does change a little something. Okay. So at the end of that incantation, man, you threw off my groove there, Eldon. What little of it I had. Okay, so at the end of the incantation, as she finishes, Noctage bene et hace veta tua affirmas amanemian nostrum, and the crystal above starts to shine and emits a blinding flash of light. Bolts of light flare down towards each pillar, engulfing each of the 4 sacrifices. As these bolts of light hit them, you see each body just writhe in agony as their life essence is starting to be pulled into this gem, into the crystal. As Gildal starts laughing, and she's watching this crystal gather all of this life essence. She starts to scream in pain as a black bolt of lightning streaks down and strikes her directly in the chest as she starts to convulse and starts to change, and she screams as if Bane is coming, and her skull splits forth and evolves into this large creature hang on. This bony skeletal figure starts come. I know.
Is she casting a spell, or is this a ritual?
It's the spell was the thing, and this all kind of happens. I know it's a lot for 6 seconds, but yeah,
I'm just kidding.
I know. You threw me off with the silence, man.
Would have been the previous 6 seconds.
Okay, so what would have taken maybe a minute's now all kind of happening real quick like. All right, so let's just pretend 6 seconds. So the skeletal figure emanates and kind of comes off like it was wearing a Gildal skin, and he pulls out and rips off. As it comes out, it's looking at itself, and it reaches down and rips off one of his rib bones that kind of extends out into this as a, he wields it off as this staff, and he lets off this ear-piercing scream. And, well, you guys don't necessarily see it, but you hear this skeletal creature from behind as you see the gem pulsing and emanating and striking towards the four sacrifices at each corner of the temple.
I'll be right back. I gotta let my dog out.
So the life force of the four captives is being drawn into this gem.
Hope Sion doesn't die too fast.
Is being drawn into that gem, and then he's being powered, which is then going to this skeleton thing right here.
Yes.
Okay, and and yeah, I was gonna say Siona, who's losing life due to guarding.
I'm back.
Not yet. She doesn't get hurt till it's her turn.
Oh yeah, because this ritual is very fast acting. Okay.
It's the instant mashed potatoes of rituals.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm trying. I promise I'm trying. All right. So, that all happened. Okay. So, priest number 2. I'm going to give up any pretense of trying to have drama with this group. Because the hell with y'all. He's going to move forward and cast. He's going to cast Guiding Bolt at Eldon. For 17. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. And what is this guy gonna do? Okay, this guy up here, he's going to cast Sanctuary on the skeletal figure. Okay. Which brings us back to Doug. And it says, "You've done it now. My Lord Mistress has brought back..." Oh no. It was supposed to be me. What have you done? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So many pages. He comes running forward. He started here, right? So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Nope, he's not going to do that because he can't make it that far.
Room's too big.
Yeah, room is too big. It's the
That happened before.
Yeah, take that, you smarmy bastard. So first, he's going to take a shot with his, again, at, let's see here. He's going to take a shot at Eldon.
Everybody's picking on Eldon.
I don't think you can see Eldon.
When I'm duck, actually,
That thing's taller than you are.
I had cover.
The other guy might be able to.
Who shot me? This guy over here shot me. While I had cover, a 5-foot thing with a 3-foot.
He struck you with guiding bolt, and he can see you.
Yeah, that guy can see you, but this guy, no, that's, I don't know.
He can see me?
Grids are dumb.
Yeah, gotcha.
So the way they say it, isn't it from the corner to the corner, technically?
I'd have partial cover, I think. But
Or am I may be getting rules mixed up with another game. Because that would be that. But with partial cover...
If you go corner to corner, he would have half cover.
Right, and half cover would give you +5, right?
Yeah, but he rolled a 20 anyway, so...
Yeah, you're dead.
He rolled a crit.
Yeah, if it would... I would have given you the half cover and everything. I would have still counted that into mine. It was the crit that came up. So that would be 17.
Yeah.
And then 10.
Picking on the little guy hidden over there.
All right, he's going to... Well,
I got another 17 damage.
10. Hopping up would be 10, 20, 10, 15, 20, 25. Why would he do that? So about 10, 15, 20. All right, so he's going to come over to here and try to get whatever cover he can from this die here. Corin, you are up.
Right, so they're still drawing at life from the sacrifices?
It is still drawing life from it, yes. But this guy...
Does it look like it's getting more powerful, that gem, I guess? I guess I can't see him, but...
It once it has started, it appears to be it's at a steady state. So it does not appear to have gotten brighter, but it certainly has not gotten dimmer.
Well, gonna go for broke here, and I'm going to run. Let me show them. Okay, there, and there with my bonus action, and I'm going to grab Raz and just yank him to right there, off the pedestal.
So he is tied up.
Oh, I didn't realize he was tied up.
Yeah, all four of them are tied up.
Okay, then I will use my action to untie him. Or, cut the ropes, untie him, whatever.
Okay.
And that's everything I can do.
All right. On this guy's turn, all right, on this guy's turn, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He marches to the center here and starts cackling. I'm back. I'm back. My people have finally brought me back. And you puny beings think you can send me to those plains and not that I can come back. I will rule this place. And And with that, he looks around and he sees what's happening and catches a glimpse of Corin over there, and he casts magic missile, raises his hands and casts magic missile at him. And of course, it's not on the spell card. So, magic missile, he's going to cast that at... He's going to cast that at 4th level. And that is... So, 3 darts plus 3 more, so 3 darts hitting out at you for each one is 1d4 plus 1. So... 64 plus 6?
No, it's...
Or is it 6 times that?
It's 6. You roll 1 die, and it's 6. It's 6 times. Every missile does the same damage.
Okay.
Unless you roll a 4th, and they're all 1s.
Who was that going towards?
Corin. So you take 12 force damage. All right. Eldon, it is your turn. And Thongrim, you are on deck.
Oh, me?
You learn that big rooms are terrible for spiritual weapon.
Yeah, well, I can move it 20 feet. That's it. So, as a bonus action, which is... He's already out of range. Oh. Because this room is so absolutely large. Let's see what makes sense here.
It made sense when I read the Temple of the God spell. In practice, not so much.
I mean, to be fair, anybody can outrun spiritual weapon. Even Eldon can outrun spiritual weapon.
Yeah, I know. I'm just looking at the ranges on some of my things aren't very helpful. I'm going to cast Sacred Flame, I think. They probably all have pretty decent wisdom, so that's not gonna... Actually, what would Dispel Magic work against Guardians?
It's a 3rd level spell.
I would
Dispel
think so.
3rd level or lower.
Yeah, I would think it would work.
The range on it. Oh, 120 feet. Okay.
In that case, you'd be better off casting Sacred Flame and then recasting Spiritual Weapon on top of him and attacking him twice.
You know what? We are at the top of the round, and I did not put those 4 guys in the initiative thing, so they would have all taken damage.
Oh, our
Yeah.
Go ahead and do that. It gives me a second to go ahead and roll for them right now.
I will try.
You can cast Spiritual Weapon again, and probably a second spell slot's probably better than a third.
Yeah, if I use a spell slot,
you're guaranteed to do it with a third, but between Spiritual Weapon and Sacred Flame, you'd have 2 chances to make a concentration check.
Right.
You cast Spiritual Weapon or cast Sacred Flame, and then see what happens.
Thongrim, did you take damage already?
No, not yet.
Did.
Well, I took a tiny bit for.
He's been hit twice: guiding bolt and a crossbow.
The crossbow missed, I thought.
It did.
That's right. So just the guiding bolt then.
Yeah, I took like 13 to that.
Oh, that's right. The crossbow rolled the same thing you rolled for stealth, 10 and 11.
All right, so everybody, they've got their death saves there. Eldon, what you doing, buddy?
Okay, so they're good. Yeah, I thought, well, we'll just see what happens with a Sacred Flame on this guy. This guy.
The one with Spiritual Guardians?
Yeah. And so he has to DC 15 save.
Should DC one up?
Yay, because I got more wisdom now.
Negative.
That won't do it.
It will not. So
Well,
8.
Not to give him any advantage, but that's a straight 1d20. Does he have any wisdom? Or dexterity, I mean? Does he
No.
have a dex? Okay.
No, I did
that's
it.
right. Dex mods, anyway. So he takes 8 damage and has to throw a Constitution.
Yep.
Which he
Just has to be a 10, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, so.
Right. Somebody took 8 damage and spell management. I will shift over one spot to my token. There we go. To give cover against this guy. And sure, I will recast, so I'll use a I'll use a spell slot, recast Spiritual Weapon right next to him, and he has to. Did the 17 hit him?
So the 17 does indeed hit him.
He takes 10 force. And another save. Jeez! Oh well.
With a shot.
Took some damage.
Yeah.
Alright. And that's it for me.
Okay. Another failure of a throw there for Zatos. Thongrim, you are up.
No, not Zatos. We hardly knew ye. So if they roll a 20, they get to stand up or wake up and fight.
We'll figure that out if it comes.
So I will run twice, and rage, and let's see. I've killed a load of things, but I've never been privileged enough to kill a god. And then I'll just run as I'm saying that towards this skeleton thing.
Okay. He looks at you as trying to size you up, and you see a little glimmer in his eyes and his eye socket. You know, you kind of get the skeletal thing of, I respect you, but I will destroy you, as he reaches forth and he shoots a firebolt at you.
Did he ready an action? Is that what it was?
He has legendary actions.
All right.
So
Fireball me.
it is a ranged spell attack for 1d10 fire damage. So he hurls a mote of fire at you, and it is going to be a, God bless America, a ranged attack. So that would be plus 3.
That'll hit.
That'll hit. You will take that 1 damage.
Yeah,
Actually, no, it's 2. It is 2.
Two. Yep.
Yep.
Earth shattering too.
Yes. All right. Anything else?
No.
This guy. What will this guy do? He is
So this is just a skeleton, right? I mean, now I can probably see him much better, right?
Yeah, he is more than just a skeleton, though. He is larger than most skeletons. You see this bony carapace that appears to be a skull. That starts appearing to be this crown, projecting from his head there. He's got other minor, where his shoulders are. You would see more, of a skull type thing. Yeah, see if I can get a picture. Bring up a picture real quick. One second. If you look over in Discord, you kind of see that creature.
But wearing armor?
This is just what the picture is.
No, I know. I'm just saying, so he crawled his way out of. That was my question, right?
Yeah.
So he crawled his way out of the other lady.
Yes.
So is he just a skeleton, or is he wearing something else?
No, he's not. No, he's not. No, I was thinking the same thing. No, he's not really wearing much of anything because he did kind of emanate from within her. But she is, he is kind of transformed into this. You'd see some, bony projections, not cloth-like, but, he ripped out his one of his rib cage, or rib bones there, and it's using that as his staff. He looks like a humanoid skeleton, just like a large, like, twisted, contorted version of one.
Okay.
Definitely,
I'm happy with that answer.
Definitely magical in nature. Okay. So, priest, this guy, did I click something?
You apparently did.
Not have a 1.
You re-rolled his initiative?
Stupid roll 20.
Job is to roll. It rolled.
Yeah, indeed it did.
I've intimidated him so much, his initiative is to the back of the order.
He is still currently concentrating, so he's going to move up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more? He does not get one more. So he's going to move up there to engulf you in the to engulf Thongram in the fiendish monsters, celestial monsters that are around him. This guy One, two, three, four, 5. He will cast Guiding Bolt towards Corin. Assuming 19 is still a hit.
Yeah, even with the partial cover I get, it's a hit. Damn it. I'm going. Okay. Yeah, it hits.
For 15.
I will uncanny dodge that to 7.
Okay. This guy is going to cast what is he going to do? He's going to cast Spirit Guardians on himself. And he is with that 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 to jump up to there. Looks like he's making his way towards the central statue.
What does this aura do again?
The yellow one?
If you're with spiritual guardians?
Yeah, spiritual guardians.
Start your turn in it, you throw a wisdom save, or some saving throw, and you take either damage or half damage.
And your movement speed is halved while you're in it.
Yeah, movement's half.
Of course it is. Longest hallway ever. Will continue to take 4 turns to get to a minute.
I have some weird questions about this one I can talk about after the session, though.
So that was 5, 10, 15, 24. All right, so this guy is going to turn around and he is going to... he too is going to cast Guiding Bolt at Corin.
Just save my uncanny dodge.
Does Guiding Bolt get...
If it's got an attack roll, it gets a crit.
All right, so that brings us back to the top of the round here. 5, 10, 15, 20. The skeleton creature moves right up to you, and he gets to... He says, "You think you can take me? I would like to see you try." And he takes... he has multi-attack. Hits for 20.
Did you attack?
I did. Oh, yes, I did. I'm sorry. It's going straight to the GM one. So, yes, I attacked twice. 2 of 3, so... so the second one was a 24.
Okay, yeah, that one would have hit. So I'll take the half on the bludgeon and then I guess full on the necrotic.
Guess we should have realized what that ring was for.
Alright, and the last attack missed. Corin, you are up.
Okay, well, I am going to say sorry, Raz, and drink myself a potion.
There you go.
Then I'm going to move here. And I guess at that point I'm just going to duck down and I guess, bonus action hide, even though they know exactly where I'm at.
Okay, so not that this would have changed what you were going to do, but you did notice at the at the top of the round, the crystal started to pump and exude energy, and it did. It shot a black bolt. I forgot that we are at the top of the round. It shot a black bolt at the towards this skeleton lord, and it looks as though it looks to have refreshed him to some degree.
Yeah, that does not change at all.
Yeah, it does not change what you were going to do, but it is continuing to pulse. With that, Doug comes up and does what Doug's going to do and kind of cowers away from the skull lord. And he's going to ready an action in case anybody comes to him. Oh, shit. That is a success. That is Not a success. Almost a complete failure. He rolled a 2.
What are we rolling?
I'm rolling death
saving
saves.
throws.
Uh-oh. Eldon, you are up.
Looks like Skeletors died.
I'm up, huh?
You are.
Is it too early for a Hail Mary?
We'll have to do a double Hail Mary later.
So that moves me to 60 feet. Right?
You can't get there, though.
What's that?
And you can't get there.
What can't I get there?
Oh, I see what you're doing. Never mind.
I'm within 60 feet. All right. Loosen up those. I can only cast it at level 4, so here you go. Give me a charisma save from that guy.
Okay. I'm reading it. I did not. I've never seen this spell.
It's a DM's Bane spell.
That's okay. I expected something else. I did not expect this one.
Oh yeah, were you expecting a scroll or something like that you gave us? I might get to that later.
The ones we might not be able to cast.
The ones that I have less chance of casting. He has a DC 15 charisma save he needs to make.
Okay. All right. Okay, he gets a +5. So, here we go. This one might be for all the marbles. This is kind of a potential click here. What do you think it's going to be? What's the bet?
There is a caveat to this, and I won't tell you until you...
Statistically, he's going to make it. That's
he's had his good rolls.
The target remains there until the spell ends, at which point the target reappears in the space it left. This is a concentration up to a minute.
You skipped over the other part, though. He is not native to this plane.
Target remains. Yeah.
If I can hold my concentration for a minute, he's gone for good.
Yeah. No. Okay. Yeah. No. Let's do it.
This is the Hail Mary Buster right here, guys.
I like it. Let's do it. This is
also, I don't think this mattered, but your guy up top who casts Spiritual Guardians, that means Sanctuary's gone.
His Sanctuary was gone already. It went away the moment he attacked somebody.
Right. Yeah. Sanctuary.
Oh, that's right.
It only worked when we had Thongrim asleep, so it was great. But
yeah.
I forgot how weak that spell is. It'll be great for Eldon if this spell works.
Hidden me.
My God.
Such a donkey.
Try again.
I've never seen
Might be a good time for you to cast Bane on him first.
I don't keep Bane lit up. It's not my style. Not his style. Anyway.
All right. Anything else?
Because I'm on the. Yeah, I have a bonus. I have a move, and I have more move to do in a bonus section. So this guy moves 5, 10, 15, and swats at that guy. Since it's already up.
That is a hit.
Alright, and we know that it's already at level 2. So takes 8 force and has to.
Maybe if you guys would swap roles.
Jesus!
No. Wrong one.
He righted. He rolled an 18. Changing the stats not going to make him fail.
Well, he got a +2 on his Constitution one, so.
Yeah, he made it.
Oh boy.
All right. Zatos, he passed his. Oh, go ahead. Thongrim, you're up next.
So, let's see. Are they line of that's lifted 5 feet, so that's actually no longer line of sight, is it?
Not based on how we've done it. It is obscured. Okay. You would be able to see him though,
like his head. I'm just thinking in terms. Do I want to? Yeah, I got to move forward. I can't. I got it. Otherwise, I can't engage stuff I do. So I'm moving up 20 more feet to there, as far as I can go. Actually, I'll stay that out a little bit. There. I'm good. I'm done.
All right, so Zatos, he made his saving throw, so he is down 2, up 1. Thongrim, you are up.
So, just to clarify on this, is he the size of a normal human being, like in height-wise, or is this a large, or...
Shit. No, I would say he's probably still... No, he's still medium. He would be larger than, I guess, regular humans, but still a medium creature. Unless you specifically need him to be large, then we'll...
No, I was just thinking, if it was larger, I was going to try to crawl inside his rib cage and hide in there. But I think this will... I'm going to move. Is if I move up and to the right diagonally, I mean, I know that counts as 2 spaces to move that far, but then moving up from there, is that another 2 spaces?
No, you'll be out of it at that point, but you need to do a wisdom for...
Yeah.
You started your turn. Hang on.
Makes sense.
So, what... Damn it. It doesn't... I'm trying to find out what the wisdom save is. I'm sorry.
I mean, it's less than 1. I'm okay.
He flubbed that.
It's
wisdom, it's 10 plus his proficiency plus his spell modifier.
Well, I only get a 15.
That's right. It's just your stat modifiers.
Well, I have 15.
You should have a 16, shouldn't you?
4. So what is the other known part of it?
Damn it. I clicked the wrong thing.
It's 8 plus your spellcasting ability plus your proficiency.
Oh, that's why it's only 15. Because it's 4 plus 3 plus 8.
Right. This is going to be 8 plus 3 plus what? Like, roll a wisdom saving throw for him.
I did. I had a 1.
No, not you. Have the cleric roll one. Oh.
Then we can figure.
Okay, wisdom saving throw is a +3.
So it's going to be 8 plus 3 plus 3. So it's 14.
Yeah, but no, he rolled... No, I get what Thongrim's saying. He already rolled a 1.
Right. I was just saying for further spells, they have a If they have a +3, that's DC 14.
All right, so 3d8. You take 8 damage, and then 10 feet for your first move, and then 5 feet for every square afterwards.
And a disengage is a bonus action?
And that is your action.
Alright, hold on. Alright, well that changes what I was going to do.
Dude, this is the question I had, and apparently I'm right. It's not difficult terrain while you're in there. Your speed is halved. If you leave the area of effect, your speed goes back to normal.
Okay, so he just burned 5 feet then.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I was going to talk about later. All
right.
It came up.
All right, so you've got 5, 10. You have now moved 10 feet. So you have another 20 feet of your normal.
Alright, I'm just going to take the opportunity attack.
Which is a miss.
That'll put me here with my regular movement, right?
Do you have 30 or 35?
He's got 35 because of Barbarian.
Then yes, that takes you to there.
Alright, so I'm going to do that and then use my action. I don't know what. I mean, I want to move up, but is that a climb?
It is, and it's. I'm assuming you want to go to the top of it. It's a 25-foot climb, so it'd be an athletics check.
Can I do that as a movement?
Climbing would be difficult terrain. You could climb 15 feet up.
Alright, well, I'll do that then.
Assuming athletics check and all that good stuff. Which, if you fail that, I mean, you just need to go home.
Yeah, you got it. I'll be right back.
Well, at least I'm 15 feet up, right? So in theory...
All I can do is firebolt you a magic missile now, like he's been doing to me. I guess you're going to go try and break the gem.
I was going to try and... I mean, do something with it, right? Push it, take it, smash it, bop it.
The other thing was going to be Eldon casting Mass Healing Ward on all the unconscious people.
I mean, we still probably... you cut the ropes on...
Rads.
That's right.
But then I got knocked down to 13 hit points and couldn't actually pull him off. Crit hurt.
I'm still.
Does he fall over? Like, does he fall off it on his own?
I'm guessing he falls straight down.
And you just went way away from me, so that makes...
You get a good heal off that potion. 38. We have not taken anybody out of this yet, and we've taken some serious...
Place is just huge.
And you need to get closer to me, I think.
I know. I didn't want to move into the middle, but now I'm looking at going, shit, now I'm still 20 feet farther away than I need to be to get to do it with one move. So I'm going to have to burn a dash.
If you can banish him, are you going to try that again? Or is that kind of hopeless?
Well, I mean...
Why don't you banish one of our people?
That he's drawing...
Or is that a bad thing to do?
It just puts them away for 10 rounds. And then...
Sorry. What'd I miss?
Can't tell you that.
You're recording it. You can listen to it later.
Awesome. All right, so Thongram is 15 feet up in the air. Yes?
Yeah.
That's 15 feet, right?
Yeah.
So I'm climbing, doing my thing. I have no other...
Hopefully he took the wet feather.
We're retconning things. Got it.
He's got resistance to bludgeoning damage. He's fine.
Oh, yeah.
There are several things that I do not remember hearing. So, all right.
So that'll be my turn.
Gotcha.
I'm going to assume Thongram's got the potions, because none of us need strength. I don't even know what heroism does.
Honestly, I don't either, but I assumed he would end up with them. All right. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Heroism would give him immunity to being frightened and temporary hit points equal to his ability score modifier, which I don't know what that would be for a potion.
All right, he's going to ready an attack. This guy.
Never mind, that's the heroism spell. Potion gives you 10 temporary hit points, and you are blessed for 1 hour.
Oh, dang.
It's way better than I thought it was.
That would have been worthwhile.
There's no cuts because it's a potion. There's no concentration.
Yeah.
It literally says that in the description of the potion too, just so we're not making it up. It's weird that the potion's different than the spell.
What if we ruled on where I am right now?
I would say you were in it.
Yep, you are 15 feet away.
Yeah.
And he's going to guiding bolt you, this guy is.
Who's
That guy. This guy is going to guiding bolt you.
Eldon.
Yes, Eldon. You, Eldon.
Okay.
For 16. $10, 15, 20. He's going to stand at the base of this. And that's what he's going to do. This guy, 5, 10, 15, 20, is going to move up to you, Corin, and using Divine Eminence, he's going to expend a spell slot. Whoa. But first he's going to miss you.
Good deal.
right, so at the top of the order, the crystal continues to pulse and urge and everything, and shoots another black bolt down at the Skull Lord, who then turns around and looks at, "Where's my friend? What are you doing up there?" Oh no. 2, 3, 4, 5. We can't have that.
What's his movement? Wouldn't he enter the same thing?
But he is, he's a friendly to him.
Did he
Does it say anything about friendly in it?
Yeah, they
Specifies.
can identify anybody they can see. And
He could have seesaw him. It's
so if he,
It doesn't really change what he's going to do, so even if he didn't, he would still end up there.
That's fine. Don't worry about that.
I mean, it really honestly doesn't change much about what he was going to do. He's going to cast magic missile at you. At the third level, so that'll be five bolts coming at you. So 10 damage. Singular attack, though, so not each 5 of them wouldn't do this, but you would need to, I guess, roll an athletics check to see if you are still holding on tight.
I will re-roll that with my second.
you have advantage because you're raging.
Yeah, strength check. Cool, yeah, 20.
Yeah, I was like, there's no way that you're going to fail that, but...
That's why I was saying if you fail an athletics roll, we should go home.
Corin.
Well, seeing this is all going for shit, I'm going to go for broke here. And put on the move cursor. Back up to here. And I'm going to take my other superior healing potion and feed it to Raz.
Okay.
So he now has 26 hit points. And is conscious.
Yes, he is. Just out of curiosity, let's see what that would have done. He would have passed his check. Okay. I'm not even going to pretend. He breathes a sigh of relief and looks around quite confused.
Snap out of it, dude. There's people to kill.
All right. Doug. Doug comes up and looks up towards where Thongrim is and says, "You screwed up last time. I'm not going to let you do it this time. You get down from there and if I can find his character sheet."
Out of these rolls.
All right, a 22.
Yeah. He's using weighted dice. Where?
Yes, it's those weighted electrons.
I will use a lucky roll.
Third and... Nope, this is your second.
Nope, this is my second. to force you to re-roll.
God. Oh, Jesus.
I don't think lucky means what you think it means.
It did
I think
lower.
you made them lucky.
You take that 2 piercing damage. And roll me an athletics check. Or all right. Well, you stayed up there. Quinn's turn. He saves. Turn. Raz is up. Now, what's...
So does Raz have all of his spells?
He would have spells. Yes, I would think he would. He would not have his equipment on him.
It's fine. His equipment sucked anyways. So I'll take control of him.
Yeah.
Okay, based off what he had last time, he is going to stand up, look around all confused, and as Corn just kind of points him to the giant skeleton over there, he is going to cast Hypnotic Pattern. And if I can find the draw thing.
Oh, he has range.
That is a 30-foot cube. That's one square too big.
Oh wait, here no, I'll use the floating one. It's 30 feet.
He's charmed? Is that what that is?
Hold on. You want a square though, right? And
Yeah.
we'll make it blue. That.
Oh,
Wait,
everything in there needs to do it.
That's too big, I think.
Or is it 15?
It's a 30-foot cube, not a 30-foot radius.
Okay, so it's 15 foot, right?
Yeah.
Let me change that.
Oh, can't quite get everybody, so what I want to get.
So
Yeah, I can't get Doug and Skull Guy, so I want to get Doug.
you want this? Right there.
Yeah, because I don't think he's going to save on the other one. DC 16.
All right, so wisdom save from Doug. It's a failure. Top priest is he gets a +3.
Oh.
And bottom priest fails. So Doug and this guy fail. Now, what does that mean?
Does this space stay up the whole time?
Nope, it's instantaneous.
Okay, so I can get rid of it.
Right.
And they just have markers. Okay. Just a sec.
And so they are incapacitated and can't do anything.
Correct.
Got it.
They can wake them up, but...
Yeah, but they have to do something about it. Got it. All right. Anything else from Raz?
Yes, but I don't think he can do much, actually. Oops, that was not a... Did not mean to click that. I don't think he gets any bonus action stuff he can really do at the moment. Where does it say if it spells bonus action or not? Oh, there's one action. So he is just going to come and duck down right... Yeah, right there. And just kind of take what cover he can. And he is done.
Uh-oh. Folks, Siona has died.
She should have been dead a long time ago, actually. Been sitting in spiritual weapons for a while. Her spirit guardians.
Well, it's whenever her turn rolled around.
Taking damage from an effect is 2 fails.
Oh, well, then, yeah, she would have been dead a long time ago. Eldon, you've just watched your friend expire.
And it looks like I failed to save. They're 14, right? DC 14.
DC 14, so... And we've rolled it every other time, so let me...
Yeah, you're supposed to roll. That's the way we played it. So just, you click it.
15.
Wonderful.
You gotta be getting low.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're taking a lot of hits.
I know, but I added Constitution to last level, so I boosted quite high.
Yeah, you had 8 extra hit points that spell completely got rid of.
And then plus 10 more that I gave us to start this out.
Yep.
And the regular leveling points, so I actually was up over 20 new points. Yeah, I have a couple left.
You're not being literal.
What's that?
So I hope you weren't being literal.
I am literal. I have 4 left. So... Is Raz under half? Well, wait, I have to check. Before I move that.
He is actually exactly at half.
Alright, so... Bonus action... 1, 2, 3. Okay, so the spiritual weapon is just going to move over to that dude, bang his head, hopefully. That one will.
Miss.
Yeah, pretty much. Then I'm going to. And how do I do? Here we go. Use that. Unfortunately, probably too late on Siona there, right?
Yep.
So what is that, 40?
40.
And right now, half of mine is 34 and a half. Yeah. So I get all the way back.
All the way back to half.
Yeah.
It's 1.
What's that?
You got that +1 healing, though.
Oh,
Maybe
yeah. The 1 can go up and over and above, huh?
It's extra healing.
I don't get the... What's my other one that I get?
It's a healing spell.
If I heal someone else, I get... Oh yeah, no, I have to use a spell for that. Okay. So that was my action. I need to... Sorry. Got what was that? So
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yeah, you're good.
Yeah. I mean, I can move around. I mean, I'm sure he's gone.
Yeah.
Whatever. And that's all I can do.
Guys, we lost Zatos.
No. Even your rolls for us suck. All of our rolls suck.
I see that. Thongrim, you're up. You need a wisdom saving throw.
All right. Well, this is my strong suit.
Indeed, it is.
He crits it with can only get to 9. That's
Oh, on a you don't take anything. So no, wait.
60 takes half damage.
Half damage. Half then half. Nope, just half.
No,
So
it's radiant, or it's necrotic, so it's still 6.
Take 3d8.
6. 6 damage.
So it's 3d8.
Yeah, no, it rolled a 13.
already rolled it. It was 13.
Oh, okay.
So you take
Half that.
half of that.
All right. Well, I'm going to try to scamper the rest of the way here, which would be 2 spaces or 20 feet of difficult terrain with an acrobatics check, I imagine.
Athletics. All right. I mean, now, if you wanted to re-roll that, you do have one more lucky roll.
I will take my critical. Hey, look, now the critical shouldn't count. I should get not difficult terrain right now. Just kidding.
There are no criticals.
Yeah.
All right. So now that I'm up here, explain to me what I'm looking at.
You are looking at this fairly hefty crystal gem that's being held aloft by these 2 stone phoenix wings. This thing is still pulsing at a good rate here. However, it does seem to be pulsing a little bit slower, given the recent deaths. But you're looking at it. I'd say it's within your reach.
Is it what size of a basketball? Size of a small car?
Yeah, it's a good. I'd say watermelon-ish size.
And it's just placed in there. It doesn't really seem to be mounted, or there's no brackets that you.
We're gonna say it's there. It looks like there've been like the stone has almost kind of grown around it a little bit to hold it in place. You can see most of it, but around if we're calling it a football, or kind of like how a gem is kind of encased in on the little studs, the prongs of a ring, kind of latched around the edges there.
Okay. Then I will, I guess, try to push it up from underneath, or pull it down, whatever it is. I guess I'm under it, so push it up and release it, I guess.
What are you trying to do? What is your end game? Do you want to take it, or do you?
I don't know. I mean, I guess I'll just heft it, like try to push it up off this thing and let it fall the 35 feet to the floor or whatever. Well, I was thinking I was going to try to pick it up and then throw it to the floor, but that might be 2 actions. So I might just push it up and let it continue its pushing motion.
Okay, so you could do that. There's nothing saying that you can't attack it.
Alright.
Just,
Alright, I'll do that then.
just throwing that out there.
I'm not used to attacking things. I just try to do weird things. Alright, yeah, sure. Smashy.
I mean, don't you get multi-attack too?
Yeah. I use attack as a last resort.
Yeah, we're going to need you as the only melee fighter to start first resorting that.
Do you want me to tell you the results of the first one or not?
No, I'm good with it.
Okay, the first one's a miss. The second one's a hit. In terms of doing damage and everything, the second one does damage.
+2. Can I re-roll that one? Or is that...
No, it had to be a D20 roll.
Alright, then I'm good.
You'll get to replace your damage roll with a D20. That'd be awesome.
That would be awesome.
Well, I just didn't know if I could just re-roll a roll.
Do you have any charms or anything?
If I do, none of them are in my character sheet. Everything was in the back.
Okay. Well, you have loosened the stone. A crack has appeared and emerged down through the edge of it. It does not quite go through the middle of it, although you do see the electric pulses within the stone have started to kind of fuse and not fuse. They've kind of started going erratically as it hits the different facets of the crack. And below, you see that the skull lord is kind of writhing in pain, like, this isn't right. No. And he starts to focus. You see him focus his attention squarely on you, and he reaches up and he shoots another firebolt at you.
That's fine. I was going to ask too, is a healing potion a bonus action?
It's a full action.
Okay. That will hit.
For 4 damage. And seeing as that I feel like you've got a good firm footing on the top of that.
I'd hope so, but I mean, I can.
At this point, I mean, the fact is, you're a dwarf. You're standing on stone. You are used to that. I'm not even questioning it. 5, 10, 15. He moves towards you. Strikes out at you with his mace for 17, which I think is a hit.
Wait, who moves?
I'm moving the priest down here, the bottom left-hand corner, towards Eldon, who's being struck for 9 damage.
Okay, sorry. I thought you were saying. Sorry, I thought you were saying that was towards me.
Nah.
What's a tie on armor class?
A hit.
Hit. Did you increase Rez's level by 1?
I did not.
Weird, he's level 8.
No, you said 5 and 2. That's 7.
But that's because I was looking at the gear. He's actually a 5 bard, 3 warlock.
Oh.
Did not up his level.
No, I don't think I did.
So that's 9 bludgeoning to me?
Yes, 9 bludgeoning your way. And he's going to expend a spell slot for Divine Eminence and increase that by 3d6 radiant.
What spell?
He has a thing.
He has to do that first.
It's a bonus action.
So now that he uses his bonus action, all melee attacks will do more damage. It's like casting Hex. You got to cast it first.
If you could see like the eat shit look I'm giving you, I mean,
Rules lawyer for the win. So, yeah, I mean it's up to you, but that's not like a paladin smite.
okay, I'll let it go this time. 9 it is.
Good enough for Eldon. It's hit points now.
Wait, what?
You took 9.
What?
That's it.
Oh, so add 16 back. So what was that?
A bonus action he can use that can enhance all of his attacks till the end of his turn. Similar, but not exactly like a paladin smite.
Oh, right. Yeah, you picked that after, not before. Or you should pick that before.
The paladin smite is not a bonus action. It's
Right.
That's where I'd pull that logic from, is because it's a bonus action to do it.
Well, it says can cause melee weapon attacks to deal extra until the end of his turn.
So you can't hit with the weapon and then do that.
Right. That's what. I would read
this
that.
guy's going to.
So if you use that as a bonus action and then you whiff, so it's a challenge. You basically have to you take the chance that you might whiff.
Well, actually, you can't do it the other way around. You can't attack, hit, and then use that for the extra damage.
Right.
All right, so he's going to do the other one's a guiding bolt towards Corn. That's going to be a miss.
Figure something was coming at me now. Screw up the DM's plans, things get targeted at you. Should Raz be level 8 or should he still be level 7?
I'd say he's probably still level 7.
Okay, because I don't want to think through how to make a level 3 warlock.
That guy's going to stay. This guy is going to cast
Can't
Spirit
change it.
Guardians. All right, we are at the top of the round. We do need to discuss time.
I do not have the day off tomorrow.
Nor do I.
Nor do I, but everyone knows nothing's getting done tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'll be at work, but I'll probably be on Reddit.
I've got a 7:15 a.m. conference call, so I probably got to.
You're gonna,
because I think we've got at least another round. I think after the one that's coming up. So if it was like this was the last one, maybe. But with the way that's going, if we got more than one, then we might as well finish it all the next time.
Yeah, we probably, unless we all die quickly, which is getting closer and closer. I'm actually surprised we're alive. Or Siona, I figured she'd be dead.